Al Jazeera is one of the Arab world's most watched satellite news networks, and its English channel is broadcast around the world.
Hello there, I'm Felicity Barr, and this is the News Hour, live from London.
But in mid-June, Saudi Arabia and 3 other Arab nations accused Qatar of funding extremists. They cut diplomatic ties and, among other demands, called for the network to shut down, accusing it of promoting terrorism. For Saudi Arabia and other Arab nations, Al Jazeera is a big problem. After gaining independence from Britain in 1971, Qatar deferred to Saudi leadership in the region. But in 1995, everything changed. A coup in Qatar put a new emir in power named Sheikh Hamad bin Khalifa Al Thani. He was eager to challenge Saudi dominance and project greater regional influence. Part of that quest was to launch Al Jazeera, which was founded with a $150 million grant from the emir. Most Arab states have heavily monitored or state-run media outlets. Despite being funded by Qatar, Al Jazeera pledged to bring a new perspective to the Arab media landscape. The channel has been willing to spotlight opposition voices and criticize governments in the region, with the exception of Qatar.
Is it also about the Saudis trying to distract from some of the issues that are big there right now? One, oil prices, of course, have gone down, so their welfare payments have been cut back significantly. There are serious economic woes.
Al Jazeera also aired Osama bin Laden's calls for the destruction of the Saudi monarchy. It hosted guests like this dissident who expressed strong criticisms of the Saudi state. After his remarks on a show in 2002, Saudi Arabia withdrew its ambassador from Qatar for 6 years. This type of open forum included a wide array of critiques which undermined the Saudis.
But early on in the Syrian conflict, many experts agree that private Saudi money was used to fund the now notorious Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant.
The Saudis have denied these charges leveled against them on the channel. But the onslaught irritated them. They had been working since the 1970s to exert tight control over media in the Arab world. A Saudi businessman with close ties to the Saudi royal family even started his own network called Al Arabiya in 2003. It was introduced to be a moderate alternative to Al Jazeera, with English, Persian, and Urdu versions online. Al Arabiya is often used to strike back at Qatar.
قطر وفرت ملاذات آمنة للعديد من الشخصيات التي صنفت خليجياً بالإرهابية.
But Al Jazeera's popularity persisted. During the Arab Spring, it covered the protest movements and provided an alternative perspective to tightly controlled state-run media, much to the frustration of some regional leaders.
One person who is not afraid to die can start a revolution, but it is only when hundreds and then thousands have lost their fear that a revolution becomes inevitable.
Al Jazeera has also given airtime to a range of Islamist groups across the region, such as the Muslim Brotherhood in Egypt, who are seen by some Arab heads of state as a dangerous force of political opposition. In reaction, Saudi Arabia, Egypt, and Jordan have all shuttered Al Jazeera bureaus in their countries. Egypt has detained Al Jazeera journalists. Al Jazeera's U.S. branch closed in 2016, but it still has its English and Arabic language broadcasts. And even amidst demands to shut it down, for now the network and the Qatari government say the channel isn't going anywhere.